Hello. I'm Jack. Well, here we are, in Whakatane again. But this time not under a bright blue sunny sky. Instead, we are taking you out to view a sunset that not a lot of people get to experience, followed by a look at the streets of the town by night. Having left from Quay Street, we take Muriwai Drive out to the Heads, pause for a few moments, then back the same way and into the Strand. Lydia is with us for the ride.
Thank you, Jack. Yes, we're departing from Quay Street's EV charging point, past the Rocket restaurant, a new COVID vaccination center on our right, before taking a sharp right turn past the BOP Regional Council offices, in order to get onto Muriwai Drive.
So what you're saying, Lydia, is that in Quay Street, Whakatane, we can charge a car with electricity, be charged big bucks for quality dining, and get a shot of vaccine free of charge.
Very good, Jack. Ha ha. But joking aside, I'd like to draw attention to the next building of significance that we see on our right shortly, after we've turned into Muriwai. That's the well-lit and striking building which houses the White Island Motel and PJ's Cafe. The business was originally established in order to offer package deals for tourists wanting to make the boat trip out to volcanic White Island, or Whakaari, as it is known. Sadly, the boats now lie idle alongside the quay, but the motel remains operational and the attractive cafe is very popular with locals.
People like PJ's, because the rooms are so bright, clean, and fresh, with tables inside and out, and the food is great. Anyway, you would never think that here in Whakatane it is mid-winter. The sun's been shining all day, there's hardly any wind, and although you would need a jacket, a walk along the riverbank now would be very pleasant, especially with that sunset to look at.
Gosh, you have to envy the residents along here, who can sit on their balconies with their beers and G's and T's, watching the sun go down. Literally. But the situation is not always as tranquil as it might seem. The local petrol heads and boy races love to treat everyone to the sounds of their noisy exhausts, on their way to and fro a popular meeting place at the river mouth. A 30 kph speed limit and speed bumps haven't made much difference. I see that big, heavy planter boxes are now being installed in parking spaces along the road. For decoration, I wonder, or for an ulterior motive.
Just quickly, if you look straight ahead to the far horizon, you can just make out Whakaari, or White Island, but without its usual plume of steam or smoke.
Okay. We'll do a circuit of the car park and then make a short stop. After the Coast Guard HQ, you will see a long white building. In a bygone age, it was the site of a cafe and tea garden, where locals loved to congregate on Sundays and enjoy the views. Then it became an Indian restaurant, then finally an attorney's office. Maybe one day someone will convert it back to the restaurant it deserves to be, preferably seafood. Right. Here's what we came for, with Our Lady on the Rock prominently featured, as always. Let's ask Jack to stop talking for a minute and just take in this glorious view. Whale Island looks lovely, doesn't it? Do you know that the island is today basically a nature reserve and pest-free? You can only visit with permits in an organized party, and even then your movements are limited. Tell you what, I reckon Wairaka must be one of the most photographed female statues in the world. Jack, would you agree?
Lydia, I'm sure you're right, as always, although I suspect that the Statue of Liberty and Venus de Milo, amongst others, might have something to say on the matter. Anyway, let's head back to town now, where I'm sure you'll agree that the Strand looks quite different when the sun has set.
After we pass PJ's again, the next illuminated building on our left will be the Com, being the old commercial hotel that's been renovated, together with the Complex Motel, a collection of modular rooms on land cleared next to the old building. Quite innovative and well worth a closer look. After that we'll pass a site where earthquake-prone buildings have had to be demolished, then past the Tuscany Villas Motel and into the main street.
There are usually several bars and restaurants open in the Strand at this time of day. On our left before the traffic circle is Spice Junction, an Indian restaurant, whilst on the opposite side we have the old Whakatane Hotel, with its Irish bar. On the right-hand side there are two modern pubs next to each other, and as we continue up the Strand there's the usual range of shops, a movie house, cafes, fast food outlets, and even a vape shop, which seems totally out of place. A feature recently installed, seemingly by council, is a number of platforms located in parking spaces, where adjacent cafes can have tables with gas-fired heaters, as you will see on the left. They certainly add to the street's ambience, but parking in the town isn't made any easier.
Well, that's the end of Whakatane by night, with a look at the town's long-established Thai Global restaurant far left. In the old days they used to have a genuine Thai tuk-tuk that would collect customers from home for a fee. Nice, eh? Anyway, hope you've enjoyed it. So, bye from me. Oh, and bye from him, of course.